In this selection of the India Wells Fargo correspondence, we're going to have a couple of surprises, some really interesting high values. And then this is the tail end of what I have in a book of 1 rupee mostly covers, and then it'll drift into 2 rupees. Nice selections of the 2 rupee. And I'll call him Weaver because I think that's kind of like a weaving textile machine. Okay. A loom, I guess they're called, I think they're called looms, but not my expertise. Okay, so let's look at some beautiful high value correspondence from India. So this is a 535, yeah, 535, and I think it would have been written there by the clerk. On the front, Western style. Oh no, it's a 935. Look at that. What a wonderful surprise. Yeah, that is a 935 rate. The postmark is actually surprisingly clear. Beautiful postmark. If only these postmarks were clearer on all the covers. I would love to do a collection with just Indian postal codes. Look at how clear that postmark is. Wonderful. Okay, so back to the cover. I'm zooming out because these are all large envelopes. Yeah. Unbend this corner. Yeah, so this is a 665. On the front, postal clerk wrote the rate. Also a relatively clear postmark. And receipt in the back in New York for the Bank of Baroda. Okay, so then now it's going to zigzag back and forth between 1 rupee and 2 rupees because I mixed them in a little, but mostly they're going to be 2 rupees. So this is a 3, so 6 is the rate, and this stamp is a beautiful stamp. It really is. Yeah, and the postmark is actually fairly clear on this one. Okay, this is a nice large use of the 1 rupee cotton, and this is what, 3, 6, 8, 9, 935, and the grams are written in the back, so it looks like the clerk wrote it and then somebody put the stamps, or the clerk may have put the stamps on them, but it's hidden by the stamp is what I was getting at. Nice clear postmark. Nice clear postmark is nice. Okay, there's the rate, 935. And I love these markings, only I wish they were clearer. So civil something something. And it's, of course, Julandur, because I can see it, Julandur City, so this is Julandur. But it's not clear on the marking, which is a shame. Yeah, now we're getting into the range where I have a lot of 2 rupee covers in this correspondence. I put them all together in the book. So this is a 6 flat out. The clerk wrote what it was made up of because I'm sure there's a registry fee that is being paid from Hyderabad. Nice 8, 9, 930, 9 rupees 30 with receipt mark. It's marked, it's on the back. The stamps are on the back, I meant. And look at that. That is a clear marking. I would love for all these markings to be clear and for me to be able to have access to correspondence. I had a whole bunch of them. That would make for a great postal study. And then this large envelope has some commemoratives, they're not common in this correspondence because it's a purely business correspondence. So this is a 775 rate. Not that clear, the marking and receipt mark in the US 1983. And then the surprise is some high values. So the 5 rupees Bakradam, the old one, the one with just the 5. So it's a 735 rate. Somewhat clear marking from India, but still not completely. Nice, I love these markings, and the rate is on the front of the envelope. And then last but not least, a beautiful, beautiful atomic reactor 10 rupee on cover. Cover's a little beaten up, but the stamps are in great shape. And look at that, it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 color use. So that is a 1550 rupees rate added up by the clerk right here. And it's Western style, stamps on the front. And then just the rate added up in the back.